Morning girls. Today we'll continue with English language. Last we did analysis sentence. Today we'll continue with main and subordinate. There are two types of clauses, main and subordinate. Right? Two clauses, main and subordinate. Main clause normally makes sense on its own. This makes sense on its own, main clause. And subordinate clause depends on another clause for its real meaning. I'll repeat, you should know this well. Main clause makes sense on its own. Subordinate clause depends on another clause for its real meaning. And it does not make sense on its own and cannot be a sentence on its own. Does not make sense on its own and cannot be a sentence on its own. That is subordinate. To main clause is joined by and, but, when, because. These are all conjunctions. Two main clauses are joined by conjunctions. Okay, let's see the first sentence. Remember main clause and subordinate clause. Now we'll look at the sentences. Tom likes to draw. This is main clause. It has a subject, it has a verb, and it is making sense, right? This is making sense and it stands on its own. You can understand Tom likes to draw. So, this is main clause. Next one, Tom likes to draw even when he is tired. Now, if I just say even when he is tired, that is subordinate. And if I don't say this main clause and I just say even when he is tired, you'll say so, even when he is tired, so what? So, does not make complete sense. It cannot stand on its own. That is why this is subordinate clause. I like cars. Now you know this is main clause. It's making sense. It can stand on its own. The sentence is complete. I like cars. We can all go for ice cream. This is main clause. It's making sense, has a subject, predicate and a verb. Right? It has subject, verb and can stand on its own. That is why these are main clause. Now, that was main clause I told you. It has a subject, it has a verb and stands on its own. Now look at this. We can all go for ice cream if I can find my wallet. Now, if I just say this, if I can find my wallet, so what if you will find your wallet? You don't understand. It doesn't make sense. Complete sense it doesn't make. So this is subordinate. If I can find my wallet, this is subordinate. When subordinate clause begins a sentence, it has a comma after it. Right? When the sentence begins with a subordinate, it has a comma after it. And when the main clause begins the sentence, there is no comma. And to understand this, look at these sentences. First one, if I can find my wallet, we can all go for ice cream. Now, if, this is again conjunction as I told you, it is starting with a subordinate clause, right? This is subordinate clause. So, if I can find my wallet, this is subordinate clause and we have put a comma, right? If I can find my wallet, we can all go for ice cream. So, when subordinate clause begins. It is beginning with a subordinate clause, so a comma comes. I've just written this for you to understand that when it begins with a subordinate clause, there is a comma. Next one, we can all go for ice cream if I can find my wallet. Now, this is main clause, right? When it begins with the main clause, you don't need to put a comma. So, main clause, when it begins, that sentence doesn't need a comma. No comma. I have written here. Understood well? When it begins with a subordinate, there is a comma after the subordinate. When it begins with the main clause, you don't need a comma. Subordinate clause will often begin with a subordinate conjunction. For example, since, though, for, before, if. These are all subordinate conjunctions. And also with pronouns such as that, which, whose, who, and so on. This will help you to know that these are subordinate and not main clause. These two things. When it begins with a subordinate conjunctions, since, though, for, before, if, then you know that this is a subordinate clause, or it may begin with a pronoun that, which, whose, who. These two things will help you to know that this is subordinate clause and not main clause. Now look at this sentence. If you are ever in France, let's visit Paris. Now, this is beginning with a conjunction, right? Subordinate conjunction. So, you know there is a comma here. And you come to know at once it's beginning with a subordinate conjunction. There is a comma here. So, this is subordinate clause. One more example. Although, again you know this is a subordinate clause. Although she prepared her speech many times, comma, this is subordinate, beginning with a subordinate. Although she prepared her speech many times, comma, Susan failed in the examination. So these two are subordinate clause. Some more examples, let's have a look. First one I have written, after Annie sneezed all over the salad. Now, after Annie sneezed all over the salad, you know this is again subordinate conjunction. After is subordinate, Annie is subject, sneezed verb. So you know this is subordinate clause. Until Mr. Smith has his first cup of coffee. Until subordinate, again subordinate conjunction. Mr. Smith subject and has verb. Next third one. Who ate handful of cherries with his bare hands? Who here is relative pronoun. I told you that pronoun when it begins with the pronoun. Who is subject? Ate is verb. A subordinate clause cannot stand alone as a sentence. All these three sentences cannot stand alone as a sentence because it does not provide complete thought. For example, let's see the first one. After Annie sneezed all over the salad. She sneezed after she sneezed, so what? Doesn't make complete sense. This cannot stand on its own. It needs a main clause. Until Mr. Smith has his first cup of coffee, so if he has his first cup of coffee, so nothing is written further. It doesn't make complete sense, okay, because it does not provide complete thought. Such sentences are subordinate clauses. Now, I have written here this main clause for you to remember. Main clause makes sense and it is correct. Complete it is. Okay, makes sense and it is correct. And subordinate clause, grammatically not correct and it requires main clause to complete its meaning. Okay, it doesn't make sense on its own. So, grammatically not correct and requires main clause to complete its meaning. I am sure, girls, you have understood main and subordinate clause. I'll continue with further on this with sentences, complex and compound sentences. What I have done today again, please revise well again and again. Understand main and subordinate clause so that when I do the next topic, it will become easy for you. Very easy it will become if you revise today's work and the work before this what I had given you. God bless you.